Hello friends, welcome to my channel Mindful Convo. So today's topic is retry scope in RPA. In the previous video we had discussed about the try catch in RPA. So the retry is same as try catch. The only difference is that this activity retries the execution instead to provide a more complex mechanism to that exception. It keeps on retrying until the number of attempts to retry are exceeded. Now it has two properties. First is number of retries, second retry interval. The number of retries means number of times the execution to be retried, and the retry interval means the amount of time between each retry. Basically, this activity has one condition part that accepts the Boolean activities like element exists, image exists, test exists, etc. Now we will be going to do a practical implementation in the Uipath. As you can see that I have already selected the retry scope. Now we will type the notepad and open the notepad. So here is our notepad. We will again open the notepad. So basically in retry we need to give its properties a value like action. First of all, in action we have to take the type into activity here. And then after taking the type into activity, we will indicate the screen over the notepad. We will take the type into again and then indicate the screen. Here the notepad, and then we will write the text here like, hi, this is the RPA practical. Okay, now the type in, now there is a condition, and in this condition what we have written is element exists. Let's take the activity and drag element exists and indicate on the notepad screen. Okay, now what we will do is we will take an assign activity and assign one counter variable by using the Ctrl+K and provides it a value as 1. Okay, now we will take one message box, and in that message box we will write retry plus counter plus time. Okay, now we will surround this retry with the try catch block. So as we can see here that in the try block retry scope comes, and in the catch block we need to first explain the exception and then assign a message box, and in that message box we need to write the message, that is exception dot message. Okay, now we have an exception here like the 1. It means we need to convert the int string into int, and then in the message box since the message box takes the string elements, so we need to put them as toString. Okay, now we will going to specify the element. Now we will run the file and then see what happens. So when we will, oh wait, the main thing that we have left is to assign the number of retries, like we have assigned the 1 and then assign the 0, 1. It means the retry interval between the retries is 1 second. So when we will run the file, what we will see? Now we will see that it is retrying and it is trying to find out the notepad. It takes some time, and see, we have one message box that is retry first time. It has retried for the first time, and when I will click OK, now it comes in now when it retry again, then it goes to the catch block where the exception has been caught, and then we have a message box that contains the exception message. So now we will be waiting for the message box that contains the exception message. See, we have an exception message, like the message box cannot find the UI element corresponding to this selector because its title is untitled notepad and we have a title is star untitled notepad. When I will click OK, then the execution gets end. So here we can see that it has retried once because we had specified the number of retries at 1, and also the retry interval is 1 second. It's up to us whether we want to increase the number of retries and retry intervals. So guys, that it's for today. Do practice a lot and become a champion in the RPA. It is the best course in the automation. So goodbye, take care.